Hey everybody, it's Christina with Faith's Treasure Chest, and as promised, I am doing the flip through for the Celtic journal that I just finished. Her name is Ainé, and a friend of mine, Roxy, gave her name. Roxy is she's an Irish girl, and she is very heavily into her Irish heritage. So she named her Ainé, and I think that was very appropriate. I do believe Ainé, from some of my research, Ainé was the head of the fairy world. So she was the queen of the fairies. So in Ireland, so in Celtic mythology. So anyway, let's get to her, and I'm super excited. This one she took about 9.5 months of research and just working on her all the time. She was very tedious. She is huge. This is a huge book, so you can see there's quite a big gator mouth on her. It measures, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It measures about 5 inches across, so with everything in her. She's got a tartan bow, a tartan closure wraparound, and then she's got this beautiful, I'll have to take this off, a beautiful spine dangle. This is actually this is a locket. It does open. You can put whatever you want in there. Also, she has, I have a claddagh ring on it. The claddagh ring was a kind of like a wedding band, a promise ring and a wedding band. It's worn on different ring fingers for what type of relationship you're in. And then she has some beading and some, where is it? And some clovers, some clover chain on her as well. But I'm going to take her off and put her aside because she is cumbersome, so just kind of save her from getting all messed up. Now as we open her up, she does pop out a little bit because she's so thick and big. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. This is the stitching on her is open. It's on the outside. There is no glue as far as the signatures are concerned. Some books I have that the signatures are actually glued in, and well, stitched and glued in. She is just stitched right through. This is wax thread, wax hemp cord, so it's pretty sturdy. On the front, I have a Celtic medallion. That is actually off of one of my wristlets that I used to wear when I used to perform on stage when I was in a rock band. And I took it apart and I used that for the front. And she is crushed green, forest green, Kelly green, it's a dark green. She is forest green. This is velvet, so it's very soft. And then she's got the metal corner protectors. Now as you open her up, there's a lot of stuff in here that I did get from antique stores. So there's a lot of antique Irish and Scottish linens and things. So this is actually a pin I got there. It's from the Isle of Man. And then this is a belly band, so you can put whatever you want in there. But I did make this. This is a separate little journal. And you open it up, and it actually has a story of the fairy changeling. It's a Celtic myth. And I've got that out of one of my Celtic books. And then it's just got some paper and that you can have fun with in there. And the signatures, the front covers of the signatures, they actually are a poem. And if you know this poem, may the road rise up to meet you. And then the second one is, may the wind be always at your back. And then the fourth one is, may the sun shine warm upon your face. And oh, that's the third one, sorry. And then the fourth one is May the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand. And if my memory serves me correctly, that is actually an Irish blessing. So this is going to be a long video, so I hope I don't bore too many people. It's just there's so much in here that I want to show you. Opening up to the first page, this flips out, this flips out. This is a pocket here. These are 2 envelopes. So this is a pocket here, and then in this pocket here, we have my note to, oh, I have to sign it, but we have my note about the journal. That accompanies all of my journals that I make. So that way, that gives you a little bit of an idea what it can be used for. And turning here, we have another Irish blessing that says, may you never forget what is worth remembering, nor ever remember what is best forgotten. The forget-me-not is actually Ireland's, I believe it, Ireland's flower. So a lot of this research, I tell you what, every time I do a journal and I research, I learn so much, just like a plethora of information. And then we turn another page, and I have Celtic knot basics, how to do some Celtic knot work. And this is a belly band as well. So there's 2 belly bands here, one here and then one behind here. And then this has got beading on it. Oh, I'm stuck. Here we go. This has got beautiful beading on it. This is beautiful trim. I absolutely love this. Keeping in with the colors and everything, the orange and the greens for Ireland. Some sewed pages. Here's just some notebook paper in there. A nice corner pocket. Turn the page, we have some more. This Celtic design is throughout the book, so I won't go into too much with each page like that because, you know, it's just your basic lined page, so you have somewhere to journal. Here is a journaling card with some lines on the back, and let's see. Oh, some neat pages there. Here's the center of the first signature. It's got a heart and it's got a heart charm and a what's this? A shamrock? Not a shamrock. 4-leaf clover key. And then more neat paper. This is a burlap page. I'm totally interested to see what somebody does with this burlap page. It's really cool. I threw it on there and I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that and have somebody, whoever gets this book, can do what they want with it. Then we have some nice trimming. Here, this is my depiction of Ainé. She, like I said, she is the fairy queen, queen of the fairies. So that was my depiction of her, and that's a nice journal card with inside of a matching Frankenstein pocket. Let's see. Moving on, this is some trim, some beautiful trim. Here is the second page. This is just Celtic knot. That's like the tongue twister. A Celtic knot basics. Second page there. Some more forget-me-nots. Here's another pocket here with some writing paper in it. And, of course, the claddagh, which is friendship, loyalty, and love. And I actually drew those, so those are kind of cool. There's the 4-leaf clovers. And then that's the end of the first signature. And the second signature, going on, may the wind be always at your back. This one is another one. I left a lot of the pages. A lot of the pages are blank, believe it or not, because like I do with any of my journals, I like to leave enough blank pages for people to actually do what they want to do in it. Here is just a nice decoration on the page. This now. This is, I'm not sure if you can see that. This is one of my homemade beads. I made that bead. It's actually made out of a book page, and it's got a nice, let's see if you can see that, it's got a charm on the end of it. This is a butterfly charm. This is actually a linen from Ireland. So that's some Irish linen for you. And that's actually sewn in. You'll see the other pieces over here. That's actually sewn into the book as well. Here's a double pocket page with some, let's see, she stood her ground. That's what that says. And that's got some lines on the back. Here is some more writing paper. This is actually, I don't know, I can't remember what mountain that is, but that is a mountain in, I believe it's Ireland. And let's see, here's just a nice collaged page here. And then here, this was kind of neat. This is two pieces of, this is actually a piece of trim, and then I weaved a piece of lace through it. So you can actually unknot this and actually pull it through. So you can get rid of that if you want. But I liked it. It kind of looked neat. In here, this is an oak tree. This is Ogham, I think it is, and that is that's a Celtic god, or yeah, Celtic god. And here's some tickets I made with Ireland ticket, Belfast, Ireland. Where is this other one? Air Ireland. And then here is a page out of, and I aged it really well. This is actually a page out of the Gaelic journal, so that was pretty neat to read. There's so many things that I found. It's amazing when you do the research on this stuff, or any of the journals whatsoever. This is tracing paper that I printed on, so that's kind of see-through, so that's pretty neat. Some more writing paper. Here is a map of Dublin, Ireland. So, and in here we have a little charm. It's a forget-me-not, and then this is a leaf in here. And let's see, there's the other side of that. Again, here's that Celtic knot. This is a neat page. I really like this. This I did a while ago. So behind here, let's see, we'll open it first. So these open up this way, and then in here are little journaling cards that you can use. And that's the other thing. Everything that is in here, you are able to take out, and you can use it, you could throw it away, you put your own stuff in there, whatever you want to do. And there's another one in there. Here is a bookmark. Comes out like that. And that pocket goes all the way down. So, and there's your stag with the, I can't remember what those 3 circles are called. It's a try something or other. I don't know. Alright. All of my Irish and Scottish friends need to help me out with that. Here's my tea page. Slàinte is kind of like salute in Gaelic, so I thought that was kind of cool. There's a little shamrock there as well. And then I put some of my tea in there. I drink Irish breakfast tea every morning, so I put some of that in there for you. And then here is another journaling card with a little charm on the corner of it. It says, life is like a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it. That's for sure. Alright, moving right along. Here's the other side of the Irish linen. And then here, okay, so here, let's see, what's here? Oh, here I put, these are blank. Now, it's not that I ran out of things to do or ran out of ideas or whatever. It's that sometimes I just like to put some things in there, and you know what? You decorate these how you want to. I did the pockets for you, so you do this the way you want to. And these are nice. I can't remember where I got these, but these are nice. They're watercolor, they're very thick. And they're you can watercolor on them. It's watercolor paper. You can do it with paint on them. You can marker on them. You can just write on them if you want. But it's all whatever you want to do with them. So let's see. That's the end of the second signature. Now the third signature. Here's where I started transferring into Scotland. So you'll see a little bit of Ireland, a little bit of Scotland in here. It's may the sun shine warm upon your face. That's the third line. of that poem. And opening up, we have a triple belly band. These are, it's sewn in the middle there, and each one of these little cards I made, and they're just they're from the heart. You know, these are actually playing cards. So there's a king, a queen, or the king, the ace, and the queen. So there you go. And I thought those were kind of cute. So, and they fit absolutely perfect in there, very nicely. And then here, this is a quest of the children of Turin. And this is a really, this I got out of my Celtic mythology book. There's a lot of really cool stories in that book. I got it at Barnes & Noble. And honestly, if you guys have a chance to pick that book up, it's a very interesting book. But anyway, this is a little CD cover, plastic CD cover. So here is a fine art print of Turin. Okay, you see that? I'm sorry. Well, I'm kind of off there, aren't I? Sorry about that, guys. This is actually a fine art print of Turin. I found that online and just reproduced it. I don't know. And then there's some writing on the back of that. And then this comes out. So you can pull that out, and this is the whole story. So you can actually read about the children of Turin, and I aged it, of course, because you know all my little bits and bobs have to be aged. That's just something that I do. And then that flips like that. Moving along, this is some beautiful trim. Oh my Lord have mercy, this is such a pretty trim. And I think my friend Cindy was with me when I bought that. And I bought it specifically for this journal. So that, you know, you can write on that, whatever you want to do on that. Let's see, I put some lines around, some decorated lines around that. Some more blank pages there, graph paper. This is a really cool double layout here. This obviously is a pocket, and there's some writing here and here that you can do. You can write on this as well if you wanted to. This is something really cool. I found this as well. This is actually the last letter that Mary, the Queen of Scots, wrote to her sister before she was executed. So that's a really, really cool piece of history right there. And let's see, moving along. Oh, this is a big pocket here. And this is a big pocket. Now here, see, Mary Queen of Scots, right? Okay, so now here we're getting into the Scottish stuff. All right, and Thistle, isn't that beautiful? There's some writing on the back of it. Thistle is Scotland's flower, or it's, I don't think it's a weed, but it's actually, that's Scotland's flower. So, and it means, what thistle means, bravery, courage, loyalty, and nobility. And that's the symbol of Thistle. And then this is a neat little page as well. This here is a Vellum Pocket, so you have another bookmark that you can use here. You can even write on it if you wanted to. The Thistle is here as well. This slides back and forth, so it's the closure for this. And then this opens up like this, and look at all the writing room you have. You even have writing room there too. This is the little bit and bob about the thistle and how it came to be the flower of Scotland. So that was an interesting little read, and that just goes right in there. And then when you're done, this folds back up like so, and the closure goes over top. And then, let's see, then I did some little bit of artwork on that. You can see, did that with some raised paint, so it's got a really nice texture to it. Let's see, and then here, okay, so here, this page right here, this has got rivets, not rivets, what are they called, eyelets, in all down here. At first, I had the string going back and forth, kind of like a corset. Well, I realized I put lines on the back, and to unleash or unstring that whole thing. It was just a big time bother. So I just put the string right in the center. So you can go ahead and string it back up if you want, but I left it like that so it's easier for you to open and you can write on it. Or you can just simply pop something in, leave it closed like that and just pop something in there if you wanted to. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with this. Let's see. Okay, so the centerpiece here, we have a 4-leaf clover for a charm, and we also have a Celtic cross key. So, and like I said, this is wax, so this is really sturdy. So this journal does not go anywhere. It's huge. All right, and then this is beautiful writing paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I actually designed that, so I was really, really happy about that. Let's see, another cool looking page you can write on. Some blank stuff, another one of those crazy looking pages. That's all through the book. And then here, this is pretty neat. This comes off, it's with a paper clip, and that paper clip's got some beading on it and stuff. This is kind of cool. This has a card on the front here. It's got a journal card on the front, and then it opens up and it's another little journal with 2 pockets, and I've got little journal cards there too, and those are shamrocks and mushrooms. And then these are shamrocks, mushrooms, and shamrocks, mushroom, no, those are 4-leaf clovers. 4-leaf clovers, mushrooms, and forget-me-nots. Now let's see, put that back on there. Oh, okay. And then, moving right along, we have, oh, this is a nice page too. Okay, so this is another double belly band. This is actually a really cool photo I found on Pinterest. It is a castle in Scotland, and I think it's called Donan Castle. I don't know, like I said, my Irish and Scottish friends have to help me out with that. And then, of course, we have the 1916, the Easter Rising card as well. You cannot have a Celtic journal without remembering 1916 and the Cranberries, obviously, because of their song Zombie. Let's see, and then that is the end of the 3rd signature. Now we're on the last one, people. There you go. We made it. Okay, so may the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand. That's the last phrase of the poem. Here we have a medieval looking kind of, it's Scottish, and it's actually Scottish and English. We have a medieval look. Oh, and there, oh, let's see, there's Ireland is in there too, the Irish colors as well on the flowers. Anyway, this is some writing space. Here's Scotland's, this is actually Scotland's crust, and I made sure I asked before I put it on there. I asked one of my friends from Scotland if that was it, and she said yes. So I didn't want to put the British crust there. I wanted to put Scotland's. This is actually a traditional Scottish toast. It's kind of a cute little read, so you can always, you know, when whoever gets it, there you go, you've got a toast. Another big pocket here. This is, let's see. Okay. Obviously, it's the Scottish flag. And let's see. These are the records of Argyll. Legends, traditions, and recollections of Argyllshire Highlanders. So here's the, you know, it's got, this is actually the inside of a book that I had found. It supposedly had notes on any antiquity of the dress clan colors and tartans of the Highlanders, of all the Highlanders. So that's just a neat little thing I stuck in there. And let's see. My favorite page is coming up. Of course, it's at the end of the book, but all right. Now this is kind of cool. In every book that I do, I put some of my homemade paper in, and this is a piece of it. I've put a little bit of mica powder on it and did some stenciling. This is actually raised. My friend Cindy and I, we make paper every now and then. We have a craft day and we make paper. This is another one of those that pulls out this way, and it's blank for you, so you can do whatever you want in it. There's also a little tiny kilt pin on it as well, so like I said, you can take that off if you want. You can leave it on. I just thought it was a nice touch, and that's my ideas in here, so this is totally yours when you get it. Let's see, more blank pages. Here is a double vellum pocket. I put some cards in there, and you can do whatever, like I said, you can do whatever you want with it. It's got stitching all the way around as well, and the pockets are stitched too, so it's really sturdy for you. Let's see, some more of that beautiful see-through paper. Some more writing paper there. This is a nice page too. There's some writing elements there as well. And then, of course, here are the stones, the 7 stones, and they are the long arm of the fairy grounds, or the fairy mounds. I'm sorry. And I stuck that in there. That's one of my favorite. I really hope one day I can make it to Ireland and Scotland, because I would love to go visit these areas where these pictures were taken. Just absolutely beautiful. The fairy pools in Scotland, I saw some pictures online. The fairy pools in Scotland are absolutely gorgeous. The water is like turquoise blue. It's nothing like the Caribbean. It's you can't even describe the color of the water at the fairy pools. Let's see, moving along. I had to throw that in there. Oh, this is my favorite page. Okay, this is the unicorn page. Now, the unicorn, I found out, which is so cool, the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. And I did some research on it, which was really, really cool. I did some research on it, and I put this in there. In Celtic mythology, the unicorn was a symbol of purity and innocence, as well as masculinity and power. Tales of dominance and chivalry associated with the unicorn may be why it was chosen as Scotland's national animal. I had no idea, and I love unicorns. So I was really, really excited about that when I heard my friend Liz tell me that. I was absolutely so excited. I said, I have to put a unicorn page in there. And that's what I did. I found this beautiful tapestry there online, and I made a vellum pocket. I faded it out a little bit and made a vellum pocket of it. And then here, this is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is an old Irish song. It's called Hark, Hark, the Night is Falling. So, and that's a beautiful read as well. You can find that online. If you type it in. I think it's on Pinterest. I got that off of Pinterest. But that's my favorite page. The unicorn page is my favorite page. And then moving right along, we're towards the end here, folks. So hang there with me. Hang with me. And then we got some blue lacing, some more faded, some more blank pages. And a lot of these blank pages have gold trim on them. So just to make it a little fun. And the last page of the book, you cannot have a Celtic journal without putting Merida in it from Brave. So I did that, and I put her famous quote in there, and obviously that's her crest, her clan's crest, and the Scottish flag as well. And the last page says, "Our fate lives within us. You only have to be brave enough to see it." So there it is. That is the Celtic journal. Her name is Ainé, and I am so glad that I had the opportunity to create her. She was so much fun. I had an incredible 9.5-month journey with her, and I'm so happy with her. I really am. If you do buy her, if you do get her, she will be ready in my Etsy shop probably tonight. I took the pictures and everything, so hopefully I can stay up late enough to put her up there, but 5 a.m. comes quick, guys. So I really hope whoever gets her, I really hope you enjoy her as much as I enjoyed building her and creating her. and honestly, she's a beaut. I'm gonna be really sad when she goes. But anyway, so that's it. You all have a fantastic week. It's Sunday night, and be blessed, and just go carpe diem all week long. Thank you very much for all your support, folks. I really, really appreciate it. My name's Christina, and I am out. Have a good evening. Good night.